Let me show you my countryside through these old headlights. We can take this road as far as you want to go. I'll show you how a country mile can take us all night. Feeling higher than a bull's tail up an old dirt road. I ain't gonna run or hide. We can let the fire burn wild. That's just my countryside.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to take a minute and just go over my top 5 reasons why you should be buying your chicks from a local breeder to you. I know that chicks are the thing. You go on the Tractor Supply, you go in all these big box stores, farm stores, and they have chicks sitting there waiting for you to grab them. Don't do it. And here's why I say that. 5 reasons. Number 1, the sex. Most people, from my experience, are gonna get the chicks. They're gonna be marked pullets. You get them home, you raise them up, and at about 6 weeks or longer, you realize you didn't have a Karen, you had a Ken the entire time. If you're new to chickens, you very well could have possibly already grabbed those chicks from the big box store. I see a lot of people that are new to chicken keeping. We were new to it last year. I totally understand. It's not like we've been doing this thing for a really long time. I have a mentor that helps me, but we do see constantly people in the spring that are wondering if their chicks are pullets or if they're roos, because they thought they were getting one, and wouldn't you know it, they have a roo. Number 2 reasons why you should not buy your chicks at a big box store. Disease. Okay, we went through it. I know I have a video posted about what happened with our chicks last year. We fell for it. We bought 11 chicks at our local big box store. We got them home, and a couple weeks into it, they had coccidiosis. Okay. Coccidiosis is a horrible disease. Our chicks had it. We actually lost 6 of them. We still have 5. One of them actually got taken out by a hawk, but here nor there, we lost 6 of them. It was horrendous. It is a lot of work to try to save your chicks from that. Granted, if you get them from anyone, it's definitely possible, but I hear about it from so many people that are buying their chicks from big box stores. You see it in these groups, you hear about it. It is literally like a plague. So, number 2, disease. Just keep it in mind, know what you're getting, and be prepared to remedy as quickly as possible, and know what to look for when your chicks come down with some sort of disease like coccidiosis. You gotta be looking for those indicators. Number 3 of why you should not buy your chicks at a big box store. Breed. Okay, number 3 is breed. You think you're getting a Rhode Island Red, and wouldn't you know it, you have a Cinnamon Queen. You think you're getting a Black Australorp, and you have an Easter Egger. You think you're getting a Barred Rock, and you have a Black Star. You literally will, sometimes you'll know what you're getting, and sometimes it's accurate in what you're getting. A lot of times, from what I'm finding and what I'm seeing from friends and from people on these Facebook groups, is that you get them and they're not true to breed. Okay, so sometimes they get mixed up within the bins. Sometimes they're mismarked because you have employees that are marking them. There's just so much more room for error on the breed. It may or may not matter to you, and that's okay. But if it does matter and you really are specific and wanting that specific breed, getting from a big box store, you're running a 50-50 chance that you're not even going to know what that breed is. All right, number 4 of why you should buy your chicks from a local breeder. Because they're local. Like, supporting somebody that's local to you is so very important. Number 1, it builds community. And number 2, it's supporting your local economy. That is enough reason for me of why we did support somebody local to me. I met her in a Facebook group, asked her if she would be my mentor. She said yes. We have built a beautiful relationship. She's another believer just like me. And so it's just been amazing to develop that relationship. And she provided 12 chickens with us to start, and then we bought another 16 last year, right before we actually got those 11 chicks from the big box store, losing 6 of them. So it just makes sense. Support your local person, support your local breeders, keep your money local to you. It just makes sense. Number 5, you actually have somebody to talk to when all these other 4 fall through, okay? So if you get some chicks from a local breeder and they're not the right sex, or they missex them for whatever reason, it happens. Granted, that's why I'm telling you to not get them from a big box store, but at least you have an ability to exchange those roos for some pullets, okay? So they can make it right with you. If they perhaps get some sort of disease, who knows? Maybe it's your issue. Maybe it was something that happened with the person that had sold them to you. But at least you have somebody to talk to and to talk these things through with. Now, number 5 in the making it right and having somebody to talk to, that is going to depend completely on the integrity of the breeder that you buy them from. There are some breeders that, there's my rim girl. There are some breeders that just literally, quite honestly, don't have very good business practices. So you're going to want to make sure that you discuss these things prior to purchasing. You're going to want to make sure that you discuss, okay, what happens if it's not the right sex? What happens if they get sick? What is your return policy? What is your exchange policy? And just having that clear understanding prior to you actually getting these chicks and bringing them home onto your property. One thing that you're going to want to watch for, because buying local to me was really super important. I actually found a breeder and they said that they could provide me with some olive eggers, and then my son wanted some Americanas, or not Americanas, black copper Morans. So I had found somebody and everything sounded great. They wanted to invoice me. It was a farm, and while I understand the pre-order or the paying before you get them, most people will not ask for payment prior to you receiving your chicks that you're buying, because they understand that that's really not a common practice within the chicken breeding or chicken keeping space. So that was kind of a flag for me. I really was not comfortable with it. I asked my friend, my chicken mentor, and she also said that's really, I wouldn't be doing that, is what she kind of advised. And so I kind of asked more questions. I wanted to know, I wanted to see pictures of the mom and dad, because buying local is important to me. And they couldn't provide those pictures. Why? Because they don't have the mom and the dad. Now, why don't they have the mom and dad? Because they're buying them from a hatchery. And while that may not matter to some people, buying local was important to me. That is a major factor. If I wanted to open my farm and my chicken's health open again to disease, then I would have actually bought them straight from the nursery myself. I trust more local breeders. Now, granted, there are some that should not be trusted and should not be actually chicken keeping at all. That was very important to me. And so I felt like that was a bad business practice because they didn't disclose that from the beginning. So that is definitely something that you want to ask. Ask the questions, ask for pictures from the mom and dad. Ask, what their return policy is if they're wrong. Just ask the questions before you actually enter into an agreement through payment for these chicks. Okay, so let's summarize 5 reasons why I would support somebody that is local to me and not buying those chicks. Resisting the urge. Number 1, sex, knowing if it's going to be a male or a female. Number 2, the breed, knowing exactly what you're getting is actually what you're getting. Number 3 is disease. You have a little bit less of a chance, a lot of bit in some cases, less of a chance of bringing disease onto your property, especially if you have other chicks or hens and chickens that you're keeping and taking care of. Number 4, supporting your local economy, supporting your community, supporting your neighbors. And number 5, when all those fail, you actually have somebody that you can talk to, not so that you can hassle, but somebody that you can talk these things through with and see what you can do to rectify or remedy the situation. So I hope that this helps somebody. I really honestly want everybody to have the best experience possible when they are choosing to enter into chickens, especially for the new people that have never even had chickens before. At least you'll have an idea of what things to look for, figure out what's important to you. Some of these things may not be important to you, and that's okay, but at least you'll have a better understanding of what you're getting before you bring them home. So that's going to be it for this video today. 5 reasons on why I would definitely be buying my chickens, my chicks, local to me. I hope that this has been helpful to somebody. I hope that it helps somebody in their decision making of whether they're going to be supporting somebody local or if they're going to be buying their chicks at the store. At least you'll know what you're getting into. So thank you for tuning in today on this video. Please click the like button and the subscribe if you want more videos like this in reference to chickens, homesteading, homeschooling, all things home. We really, truly enjoy this journey, and we appreciate that you have been here with us for this ride of growing this channel, building this community. Leave a comment below if you have had good experiences with big box stores. A lot of people have. A lot of people have not. So leave that below. Do you prefer to buy from big box stores, or do you support your local breeders? I would love to know, and please just keep it nice. I know everybody's passionate about chickens. Just keep it kosher. All right. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.